Hey, welcome to Revitalize Hope. I'm Reggie Mattis with RMVIG, and today I want to talk to the younger people about something that older people can really help you with, and I want to encourage you not to make the mistakes that we did. Listen to us. You know, when I was 18, I had it all figured out. I was going to be a lawyer. Okay, I was gonna be the best lawyer in the world. Okay, everybody was gonna know my name. I was gonna be so successful. I was gonna have this beautiful wife, beautiful kids, wonderful family, and I was just gonna be traveling and on vacationing, and life was gonna be grand. And no, not to say that life is not grand, but that whole scenario of how I saw my life at 18, at the age of 46, no, not the lawyer, not the wife, not the grand life, but I'm living a happy, blessed life still. Things change. What I want to talk to you about today is hindsight. You're going to often hear people say hindsight is 20/20. And a lot of times when you talk to older people, you're going to hear that, hindsight is 20/20, because you can look back on a situation and say, wow, you know what? There's so many parts of my life that if I look back on, I would have completely did different. And a lot of times I was actually giving advice from other people like, hey, you sure? You think? And, I was at the age of like, you know what? I know. But, sorry, truck. The thing about it is this. As you get older, a lot of things you're going to have to learn on your own. You're going to have to learn a lot of things. You're going to have to make some mistakes. That's just a part of life. From the day you're born, mistakes are already a part of your life. They're going to happen. They're just waiting for you to hit those checkpoints in your life. So don't feel bad because you make mistakes. The secret is knowing how to learn from those mistakes to get you to the next level. You take what worked and use that. What didn't work, push it to the side. For a lot of people, when you look up online, what a lot of regrets they have for the older generation. For some people, it's not going to college, not finishing high school. And when I was coming up, a high school degree would kind of be okay for getting you kind of where you wanted to go. But in today's society, a high school diploma won't get you far at all. So you're gonna have to have that college degree. So it's up to you to make sure that you stick with the education and get the education that you need and really do some research. One of the things I wish I would have did coming up was really explored careers. There are some programs out there that really help you kind of explore different career paths. You kind of learn what they're about, because often times, we look at jobs like me. When I was a kid, I saw lawyers on TV. I wanted to be a lawyer. In real life, a lot of stuff they do on TV doesn't happen in real life, because they have paralegals who do all the research, 90% of the work, and the lawyer comes to court. So, you got to realize, not to say lawyers don't do anything, they do a lot of work, but you got to really research the careers that you're looking into. Really look into the career field and make sure that it's something that you really want to do. Like I said, education. People not finishing their education is one of the biggest regrets that some people have, because it's so much harder when you get older in life to try to go back to school, because it's almost like you're starting over. And jobs won't say it, that it's illegal for them to discriminate against your age, but they much rather pay a younger person with less experience but a college degree, they'd rather hire that person with less money than to bring you in who's going to want more money, because you've been out there and you understand the value of your worth. The other thing about it is, I see a lot of kids Because you guys probably noticed when you read my blog, New Life, New Mind, or my bio, I worked at a university. I was a director of campus safety for going on like 8 years. So one of the things I really saw a lot of kids do was they come into college and they really want to so they was a little nervous, a little shaky about how to adapt and get set up in the college atmosphere. And they really didn't take time to really plan their career path. And they didn't realize that a lot of people say, hey, I want to do psychology. Well, getting an associate's degree in psychology is not going to take you very far. You're going to need a master's or doctorates. So you got to look at that. You got to look at the growth and look at jobs that you're interested in and look at what their qualifications are. So if you say you want to be a psychologist, look at what they're requiring for the education level for a psychologist. You probably won't find any that's looking for an associate's degree. They want a master's or a doctorate's. So really look into your career field and see where it's going, to see how far you need to go. So that's one thing. A lot of people end up with degrees. They spend all this money for a college degree in a field that they have absolutely no interest in. Psychology is one. Communications is one. You know, I know one person, she got a bachelor's degree in communication, but she really wanted to do physical therapy, sports physical therapy. So you gotta look into what you want. Start exploring things. Start finding out where your passions are. You're at a young age, because I'm telling you right now, the older you get, the more challenging it's gonna get for you to go back and do this stuff. Finances is another thing. Learn to manage your money, learn to save, learn the importance of your credit score. That is really important. A lot of kids, when you get to college, they're gonna be happy to give you a credit card. And you're gonna love it because you can have peace of night pretty much whenever you want. But when you get into a year or two with that card or a couple months and you start to realize your credit score is really dropping, that's gonna affect you. And it takes a while to get your credit score back up. So pay attention to your credit score and start learning how to save. Start looking into retirements. Start planning that stuff. And I know it sounds like it's early, but you don't want to be at the age to where you're going to depend on Social Security from the government. You want to have something set up to where you're going to have a retirement. Because if you don't, you're really putting yourself at risk as far as your stability when you become, elderly in life in your senior days. The other thing you want to look at is, as a young person, you're looking at your career, you're looking at your finances, you're looking at your credit score. Really pay attention to your relationships, not just your girlfriend, boyfriend, but also your friends. Because you want to make sure that you don't get in relationships that's going to hinder you or set you back. So you need to be cautious. You really do. You're young. It's still early. And I get the fact that everybody wants to be in love. Everybody wants to find that right person. But what you don't want to do is get inside a relationship that's going to really set you back. And guys, this is nothing disrespectful towards the women, but actually it applies to men and women. But there are a lot of people who have gotten into relationships where they thought they were in love and they end up getting together. They end up having children. One person had to drop out of school. Then you get into the whole issue about child support. When the relationship doesn't work out, then you're fighting. Then it's like all these setbacks, and they're so difficult to overcome. But you're at the age right now to where you don't have to face those challenges, because you got people that's above you that's probably telling you the same thing that I'm telling you. But I'm telling you from experience, all these areas I flopped in, so I had to kind of recover, and it takes time. It really does take time. And you're going to end up, because a lot of times I look like, wow, I wasted so many years. So many years, because I think about where I could be and where I want to be. But because of the years that I kind of played around and goofed off and felt like I knew everything, those years are gone. I can't get them back. So now I'm having to work 4 times as hard to set myself up to where I want to be versus when I was younger, when I had all that time to really focus, strategize, get advice from older people to kind of maneuver myself into a better place in life, so that when it comes time for that retirement, I can just ease off into the breeze and retire with a, like I want. So like I said, we all got this dream about how we want our life to be. We all got this dream when we're young that we know it, we got it figured out, we got the whole plan put together. But I'm telling you right now, life can be a beast, and it will throw some stuff at you that you do not expect. And sometimes it can be very difficult to deal with, especially if you're trying to do it alone. I think Rocky in one of his movies had the best quotes when he said, "Nothing hits as hard as life, and it will beat you and keep you down if you let it." That is absolutely true. So you have to learn to get up, make wise decisions. Don't be afraid to seek advice. Don't be afraid. Even if it's multiple people, do your research, do your homework. That's how you keep your hope going, because that's knowledge. And the more knowledge you get, the stronger and more passionate you're going to be, and the better your chances are for success. You have to do your research. Do your research on jobs. Do your research on retirement. Do your research on credit. Do your research on education. Do your research on careers. Do your research. Even the research on your friends. Determine what type of friends. You heard me say this before. What type of friends and people do you want in your life? What are your expectations from them? You need to let them know, hey, if we're going to walk down this street together, I need to know how you're walking. Because we can't do this. If I'm walking and you're running, we got a problem. So we need to figure this out. So make sure you do your research. You have the best opportunity right now to not only make an impact and set your life up to where you want to be, you have the opportunity to make an impact on society. You can fix this broken government that we currently are dealing with right now. You are the generation that can do so much good and change so much for the better, but you gotta be willing to learn from the mistakes of your elders, from your parents, because they'll tell you, I made these mistakes. A good parent will tell you, I screwed up right here. Don't you do it. So that's the type of things you need to learn. And this, like I said, this is giving you hope, man. This is how you revitalize the hope in your life. By getting that knowledge, getting that wisdom, keeping that knowledge, keeping that wisdom. Because you have everything in you to do what you want to do and become what you want to become. But you got to open your mind to hear other people's struggles, other people's failures, so you know how to get over those obstacles without being set back like we were. Hey, I'm Reggie Maddox. This is Revitalize Hope. And I hope this has encouraged you. I hope this has been some great words of wisdom that you can use and apply to your life. I apologize. I'm still getting over this little cold I dealt with in the summer. But you know what? If this works and makes one person's life better, if this helps one person to get back on track and revitalize that hope in their life, then you know what? I'll do it every day. Hey, Reggie Maddox, hey, I hope I revitalize hope in you. So don't forget, you get out there and revitalize hope in somebody else. See you next time.
As a friend, I'm here for you. You see, as a friend, I'm here for you. Here I stand with you, wishing you the best in all you do. Always look for the breeze of love, calm and gentle from above. No, no, no. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Now I know some days you may feel blue, Lord. Trust in your greatness to see you through. Don't look back. It's not the end. Give life your best, and I know you can win. You see, as a friend, I'm here for you. You should know that. As a friend, I'm here for you. Here I stand with you, wishing you the best in all you do. Always look for the breeze of love, the breeze of love. Here I stand with you, wishing you the best in all you